One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here we go. Ready. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Hand off to the single back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
A lot of things have gone right for this offense, but I think this quarterback right now is playing with a little too much confidence. He held the football way too long that time in the pocket, and he ended up taking a hit, which forced the incompletion. He's got to keep playing fast. The ball has got to get out quicker.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete on the right side. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now the play fake. Moving away from pressure. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Give to the single back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the first through the air. They get to him as he throws.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good team.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. He'll keep it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches.
221 wing, 221 wing.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Hoosiers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. The snap sets up the throw. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hands it off. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Barker. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want.
There he goes. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Sure hands, it's Bargava.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're going back to the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over Missouri. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Denmark. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking for a crease. It's Robinson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Throws for the tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Rides the back on the option to give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They want to throw it. Works the middle of the field. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it in the second half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got him. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Back's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Gain of 14. And first down for the offense.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy...
Touchdown, Penn State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Rifles it down the middle. He makes a catch. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The give to the tailback.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Missouri. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Find some fresh air. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. This time on target. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Final play of the quarter coming. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth.
That's what it was. When it gets close to the home front, so I'm just watching the game, man. And too hard.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. The play action fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds a man on the left. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
To the air on first down. Moving out to the right. Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled.
Lots of room to run. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. And back to the air on second down. Got him downfield. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The anchor too fast, man.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They just keep firing. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pickett. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires toward the target. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught.
Bullshit,
He's got
please.
enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Shows him the stiff arm. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Fire into the right, complete. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Takes the handoff. It's Martin.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They move on top here in the 4th.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when his team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Bargava. Turning it on. Touchdown, Indiana. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted
Let him score, though, grab the ball.
Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Rushes on him. And he can't get it off.
Nobody blocked, right?
What a huge play this late in the game.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Wilkins. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Penn State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead fourth.
Number 82.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here.
Trying to watch that game, man. I'm so victim.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the 4th quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. Ball falls incomplete.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quarterback making checks. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the